Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Math with Mr. W. And here is our second session on factoring called Factoring Whole Numbers. Now, your kids are going to be factoring whole numbers a lot of times, but wouldn't it be great to have a sheet of paper that they've done, that they can keep, that they'll always have with them, that has all the factors that they need? And this is what they should do. And I think they should have this for their first 50 whole numbers. I believe that every student that comes through your third grade needs to have this done. And without this, they're not really understanding the idea of factoring. Okay, so let's take a look at what I'm talking about. Now, prime numbers. Let's talk about prime numbers. Well, you know what a prime number is. Prime number is a number that can only be divided by itself in one, so we know that. And so we've got a lot of prime numbers in here, like 5 and 7 and 2 and 3. And well, when we factor them, they're just going to be 1 times itself. So those prime numbers, we can't break down any further than what they are. So your student immediately recognizes by putting a 1 here in front that those numbers here, like 1 times 7, 1 times 5, 1 times 3, those are prime numbers. But now this number 6 can be broken down to 2 times 3. And yes, it's 1 times 2 times 3, but let's take this 1 out of here for a second, and let's just move this over and make it 2 times 3. I think that's a better idea. So let's make this 2 times 3. Okay? 2 times 3. So then we have 8, which is 2 times 2 times 2. And 4, which is 2 times 2. This gives us our factors for the numbers 1 through 8. Now we just have to take them through 50. Now that's not hard. We get up to the number 48, and that might be a little challenging because it's 16 times 3. But they've already done 16, haven't they? They've done 16, and they found out it was 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. They just need a 3. So there we have it, 48. 49 is 7 times 7, and 50, of course, is 5 times 5 times 2, which is 25 times 2. So it also brings to mind some ideas of some perfect squares, like 25, 36, 49, and those things that are on the diagonal of their chart that they might have for multiplication. So there's a lot of things that it brings up. But now let's talk about what's happening here, though. These things are just a different kinds of number sense. We're looking inside of the number. What's inside of that number 48 that gets us to 48? It's an entire different way of thinking. And it's going to take some students more of a struggle than others. I know that. But it's going to be really, really valuable once they realize how important this is and how it gets them to what's called scale factors. And once they get to the idea of a scale factor, they'll be able to understand a whole bunch of other stuff in real life. I hope that you enjoyed this little session. I hope you ask your students to do this for you and keep it. Keep it. Don't just throw it away later on. Keep it for 4th grade or 5th grade. And come back next time and see our third session dealing with the number 1 and factoring. See you next time on Math with Mr. W.